Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye, we're setting sail, and all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and hope you're having a great Sunday evening. Hopefully, we can make it even better. This is VLF1, and we're here to bring you round 16 or 14, depending on how bad at maths you are, of Season 5 of VLF1. I'm Cradden, and I've got with me the most winningest driver ever to have seen VLF1. It's your boy Calm. How you doing?
Hi everyone, Calm, seasoned vet of VL, washed up,
Hell yeah.
two-time championship winner. Yeah, just how did you introduce me again?
Yeah, the most winningest. It's something only Americans say, so you only hear it on American.
Oh right, no wonder I couldn't figure out what you said.
Like most successful will do 34 wins out of however many races. Definitely not 100 yet.
No, it might be 100 soon.
Yeah, we've got to the point where we were going to have last weekend as the 100th race, then this weekend as the 100th.
Oh, it is actually.
Yeah, we're going to have next weekend is going to be officially the 100th race, but yeah, the less said about that, and Brandon at the countdown maths round, the better. Like let's just watch some racing. Abu Dhabi, we're going to race it in round 16, but in real life, we're used to seeing it as the last race. How do you feel? What track do you think would make your best season finale? Did you like the old days?
I feel like everyone knows I kind of like Abu Dhabi. I'm a bit of a weirdo like that. In the game, it's not that bad compared to real life. This track is, obviously in real life, it doesn't offer a lot of areas to battle, but I feel like we all know what this track can offer. If you do remember that one season finale.
Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about the game or like the Hamilton.
I'm talking about the game.
Stuff. Yeah,
I'm talking about the one where I was holding up the pack to try to win my first championship.
Hell yeah, that was really good. That one. Like I remember during that season, it was the one where you and Trav were fighting. It was really close up top, and I remember getting into a few battles. But it was the one where you just sort of held everything up for an entire race. It was beautiful.
Yeah, tried it. It failed.
Who were you even in? Were you a Ferrari at that point?
Yeah, I was Ferrari.
Yeah, it was one of those races where if everything goes well, you can get like 6 or 7 people following each other around at the end. But with 2021, I'm not sure that's going to happen too much.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. I haven't raced this track on this game. I can't lie to you, so
yeah,
I don't know how it's gonna feel with a handling model. Jesus.
Yeah, there were a few corners. The one that I always struggled with was I'm going to call it turn 2, but I may be making it up. It's the fast right-hander, high speed, sector 1, and just trying to get the traction there is really hard on the worn tires. 2021 is probably going to make that a lot more difficult for these drivers.
Yeah, that's the thing though. When you lose it with the cars, like as soon as you lose that grip, you're gone pretty much at that high speed.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially on that corner, you can't really recover. You're pretty much forcing into a barrier at high speed.
It's the aeroplane crash at that point.
Yeah, true. Okay, so behind the scenes, we haven't seen much of the track yet. We're watching in pre-production. What the drivers are doing is, because there's only 14 drivers at tonight's race, they're skipping Q1, so they're going to be starting in Q2 and whittling down to 10. So yeah, we're going to do the off-screen ceremonial processional lap. Bear in mind that when this happened for Russia, Brandon went out on his own and DNF'd his car and they had to restart. So yeah, that might be a treat just for the production team. Yeah, Abu Dhabi, there's a couple of really good streets in there, a couple of DRS train zones. I feel like the last couple of corners are really easy to bring out a safety car on, as Nicholas Latifi proved. It's just hard to get around and not hit that barrier.
Yeah, it's very easy to just catch a lot of like mid-corner understeer, and then all of a sudden, as you're trying to get on the throttle, you're just by the barrier.
Yeah, true. It's not quite as bad as a bodge bend on the Singapore track in the game, but you can definitely bring that barrier out and have like
if you clip it, and
have like a quantum entanglement moment. Oh, Law's just offered to cast with us, but we've got a combo out at the moment. Speaking of getting out at the moment, Brandon's just doing a lap round Q1. Let's see how he finds the track. He's one of the things that a lot of our drivers like is that pit exit, because it's underground rather than just heading out of a garage. So a lot of me wants to see Brandon crash at this, but no, he's gonna make it okay.
If it was wet, like full wets, then that would have been a bit.
Oh, he's fun. He's actually fun. This is genius.
Oh my god, is he out? He's on cold ties. This is Brandon. What season are we in? He's meant to be a veteran of the sport, a captain.
Yeah, this
Project Mercedes. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's led maybe half the league at the moment, including me and you. He's got Adkali, Dan, Tent, Rock. He even had Charmander at one point, like a who's who of like the league's greatest drivers, captained by this man, who comes all the bits with all eyes on him and spins on
yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit mad.
So yeah, I still don't think this is live, but oh, actually, no, we are getting a nice watch of it on stream. We'll see the lack of wing on our boy as he comes around the track. But yeah, it goes to prove our point that if you lose traction on this circuit, it's so easy to have a crash at high speed.
Oh my god, look at his front wing. We've got him on the live now. He's got no front wing at all.
Yeah, he's
literally like driving a boat. And Miffy's retired from the session. Is that because they're just...
I think it's because they were waiting to see if Brandon crashed. And Trav and Sonny are there just in case.
Like that.
Yeah, let's get a bit of on board with him. These couple of corners, you have to get the braking point right and you have to get a lot of control in there. And that's with a full wing. Brandon's got just a sticky out point at the front of his car at the moment.
Yeah, he's probably gone 2 miles per hour, even though obviously in the F1 car it's quick.
Yeah. Okay, he's left it to Travis. Trav's out on the track. He's going to be doing the 1 lap. There we go. It's in good hands. Okay, so that brings us to what we were talking about just before the start of this cast. The whole championship at the moment is a battle between Trav, who gave you a lot of grief throughout your time in VLF1, and Sonny, who's a bit of a newcomer, new kid on the block, does a lot of practice in time trial. He's a bit brash. And yeah, it's a really good battle between them. Trav tends to be the more consistent driver. Don't think he's got as many wins. But when Sonny shows up, he's more likely to get that dub. He reminds me of you in a bit of a way, Carl.
Whoa. Don't let me give Sonny them kind of bragging. What the fuck? No. We got different mindsets when it comes to the track, you know. I've heard a lot about Sonny being quite the aggressive driver. Obviously myself, I was, aggressive, but I'd say I was always on the line, you know.
Yeah, Nando Loris, so to speak.
Yeah, he's been Nando Loris. Literally the foundation of my camp.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, just in case Sonny's listening to this and getting a bit gassed, you still need to win 28 more races to be on Calm's level, which is more than a full season. So best get started.
He also needs to win another championship as well.
Another 2, I think.
Yeah, he needs to win 2. So he needs to win this one and another one, and I might come back for next season. If the game is good, please.
Yeah.
Be good.
One of the ones I can use to try and tempt you back is, at the moment, Trav is the only driver to have won in all 5 seasons. You've still got, I think, 11 more races to do it this season.
What a stat! No, that's a good stat.
That's
What's
good.
The next track?
Next track, I think we're going to go back to Britain for the 100th race. Yeah, Silverstone.
Cool.
We've still got, what were you good at? You were really good at the USA. We've still got Kota.
Yeah, but remember I lost my streak to someone.
Not just someone, it was your boy Hodgson.
My rival.
It was Hodgson's win in China just 2 seasons and 15 tracks later.
Wait, did he win in China?
He still has not won in China. He won 2, Trav won 1.
Because we can't let that man ever win in China after claiming that it's his win. He's on a different planet to everyone else.
I wish Hodge a lot of success, but not in China. I want him to just agonizingly close.
Every single time from here on out.
Alright, there we go. Trav's put a lap in. So we can hopefully get to Q2 soon.
That's actually motivating me. You're good at this.
We take that. Yeah, shit stats and motivation. They're my 2 skills. It stopped being driving about midpoint of season 3. But the other one I've got for you is at the moment your 34 wins you've got as many wins as Flyer and Trav put together. They're second and third. They've got 20 and 14.
Really? Okay. Yeah, but Flyers, like...
Yeah. MIA. Flyer is so MIA.
He's so MIA. Flyer. Pablo, if you're out there, my little Mexican friend, I hope life is doing you well. Come back to us, please. Thank you.
I want to see some more Flyer in my life. He did do a lot of the League of Legends in VL, but I think he dipped from that as well. I haven't seen him in the community at all.
Yeah, he's dipped completely from us, from the internet live.
Yeah, well, we'll see him back. He's I don't know, he might as well have gone and fought in Ukraine.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so Trav is just going to bring the car home in a way that Brandon just about couldn't on his first lap. It looks like when we start in Q2, we've got the standard tyre battle. The gap between softs and mediums is normally about a second. It should be quite a good fight. We've got a lot of really strong drivers on the track. I can't see a lot of the top drivers getting away with the mediums for this one.
I feel like maybe. To be honest, the grid is quite tight. I mean, yeah. I don't know if people are going to be trying to get on the mediums. I would try to myself personally. It might be a case of that, that gentleman's agreement where like everyone just tries for the mediums because they know it's a better strategy.
Yeah, boy.
And then luckily Callie's not here to start off, everyone going
Oh, that was a throwback. Yeah, Callie would always do it. Tempting Dan would always try and follow, and then one of them would crash and it'd cause a safety car. So yeah, Trav's going to get in the box. Hopefully that's going to bring us on to Q2. In terms of the drivers, they've mostly been the same as last week. I don't know if we've got a new driver at all. We've had the two substitutes of Zydox and Franklin, who were here last week. Franklin's going to be subbing into the Williams team. Zydox is going to be joining Carlos over in McLaren, whereas I think he was on Aston Martin last week. So yeah, it should be quite a nice, hotly contested set of sessions. The big absence that's been noticed is Gaben. So he's already won, I think, 2 races this season. He's doing really well on Alfa Romeo, but I think he couldn't make this weekend. So, yeah, that's only bad news for Ferrari.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I was wondering, there's meant to be another quick driver. It's Gaben, isn't it?
Yeah, Gaben's really good. At the moment, I can't look past Trav and Sonny, but...
Has he got wins?
I'm going to have to look at this now. We've definitely had both Alfa Romeos win. Okay, so Trav has got 3 wins. Sonny's got 6. Crispy's in 3rd, but he hasn't actually won one yet. He's just been on the podium like 6 times. Mac has won 2. Gaben's won 2. Charmander's won 1. And Miffy has won 1 over in Alpha Tauri.
Miffy, wow. Okay.
Yeah. That was Wet Monaco, I think.
Ooh.
Alright, so let's do it. So this is going to be Q2, and Hodgson is immediately going to retire. He's got a penalty to serve. This is a new thing we're seeing for VLF1. Some of you who've watched back in the old days might have remembered the super license system. So people got super license points for lots of infringements, like drive-through penalties, collisions, 5-second penalties, and so on. What was put in place is a super license system where you got a certain number of grid penalties and they were added manually in unranked lobbies. We can't do that this time round because leagues won't let you. So the makeshift solution that we've got is for those with penalties to quit at a certain qualifying session. So today, if I look at my notes, Hodgson will be quitting for the start of Q2. And then we've got 5 drivers. That's Gaben, Blaze, Maka, Miffy, and Copy. 4 with Gaben not here. They're going to be quitting at the start of Q3. And if they made it, they'll be quitting in the reverse order of how they qualified. So it's the best thing we've got to take out any sort of grid penalties. Okay, Calm, who's your eye on for this one? Who do you want to watch?
He's out.
Any big names? Most are out on, either out or getting out on the track now, all out laps at the moment.
I think Charmander's out now.
Charmander's a good one. We were, I think he's riding the line between focusing on League of Legends, molding at the 2021 game, getting memed on by safety cars, and then just casually getting pretty good results. Charmander isn't really happy with where he wants to be right now. I'd probably rate him about 6th or 7th best in the grid at the moment, but at his peak he'd be about 3rd or 4th. So he's definitely got something to prove, but he was always one of the more consistent drivers. Let's have a look. Worth saying most of our drivers are on mediums. Only Maka and Whopper and Carlos on softs in the all-lap. Alright, Calm, from your experience of Abu Dhabi, just take us through what Charmander's doing at the moment.
Cool, so I don't forgot what corner these were. I'm pretty sure this is turn 3 that we're going past right now. You want to really like move the car over to the right hand side to slot into this chicane here. It's pretty fast left right. He's hit both of those apexes, lovely. And we got the nice slow hairpin. He's always gone for a nice late apex there. Let's see what it's gonna be like down the straight though. Well, yeah, he did take a very different line on that hairpin there. I don't know if it was intentional, if he just went in a bit too deep. And we got the hard braking zone again. Apex, apex. This track is made of a lot of chicane.
Yeah, and just loads of really big straight sections.
Yeah, chicanes and the 90-degree angled corners that you can't really battle into.
Hey look, double chicane.
Yeah, another chicane coming up into sector 3 now. This part of the track is like the most technical. Slow, medium speed. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2.
Yeah, it
looks like one of the Mercedes drivers is out.
Yeah,
Captain.
It's our boy Spinner.
Oh.
Staying with Charmander for now, he's got a yellow flag to negotiate. I think that was Glenn just ahead of him. And yeah, he's going to come around the last couple of corners. As you said, Calm hitting that apex over there. This last corner is famously where Pyro hit the pit wall, but Charmander's not going to do that. And 138 is the slowest of the 4 times we've had so far, but it is the only one on mediums. So he's got that going for him, which is nice.
That's a pretty decent lap. But we've got Mac. I keep forgetting Shadow Hop has also become a bit of a threat now, hasn't he?
He's doing
a bit
right,
quick
yeah.
now. He's a bit quick now. He's just, something a bit different about him now.
He's got good midfield, and he was actually fighting for the win with Miffy in Monaco. So he's definitely got that edge when he needs to. Okay. Alright, let's have a quick bit of a gander at Glenn here, who's going around, surprisingly enough, the chicane on Abu Dhabi. And he's got his boy Maka ahead of him, who currently boasts the fastest time in Q2. Glenn is totally going to get the toe down here, and Maka's going to release him for the second chicane. I want to see how much toe happens here. Now, Calm, if we were doing the toe on this track, where would you do it? Would you do it down both of those straights, sector 2?
Oh god, I don't know. I'd probably go for probably the first big straight after that hairpin.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's where you're gonna gain the most time, and then I don't really know how the slipstream effect works in this game, because I know in real life you can be like way ahead, and that driver can be on their lap, and they don't really have to sacrifice their lap like that. But I know in this game you got to be kind of close in to get that maximum effectiveness from the slipstream. So one of the drivers do have to compromise, and if you're going to compromise, you want to do it earlier on. So probably on that big straight as well, where you're going to gain the most time.
Yeah, it's always that balance. You've got to be close enough to get that slippy effect, but then if you're too close, you run the risk of having the guy at the front having to go off to the side and ruining one guy's lap. So yeah, really tough decision. I did see a lot of toes happening last week in Bahrain. I think it was a slightly easier track to get it going on, because the bit after brain surgery, you've got a few nice straights to go down. Whereas here, you've got to manage the toe over 2 straights. I think when the race happens, we're going to be seeing the DRS on both straights, and we'll be seeing drivers, one overtakes the other one, only to have that position taken straight back on the second one. It's going to be quite interesting when we get into those DRS train moments. Alright, Somfer looking to improve his time here. He's burning through his ERS. obviously the streets are a good time to do that. Got the DRS going as well. He's looking okay at the moment. We've got a slow Red Bull in Sector 3. That's going to be Charmander, who's off the side. And I think he's just having a nice bit of lawn mowing experience at the moment. In a surprise twist, that's an invalid lap from our junior Red Bull. He is going to slot in here, and I'm sure that's a pit lap. Back to Somther, he's into Sector 3. He's negotiating the yellow flags ahead of him. Tucks in really close to the right-hand wall. As Sonny gets a 136.1. Somther's just got one more corner to go here. Good medium times appear to be high 136, low 137. And Somther's close. He's not quite where he wants to be. He's behind his teammate Franklin. But he's got a good stick to work from. Okay, top of the table changing again. Zydox in McLaren this time.
Whoa. Who's Zydox?
I'm glad you asked. So, Zydox is from BB... Do you know of the BBU League?
Yeah, I know BBU.
So, BBU, like, with VL slowly been taking people from the league. Gaben, Crispy, we've had Tarachi come over at one point. Our production just said liberating, which is a more accurate term. Zydox
is... They can't hear our production team.
Yeah.
Production team, honestly.
Okay, production team, you can't say that one, that's offensive. Okay, right. So our latest grab is Zydox, and he's been described as quite a quick driver, as he's shown at the moment, but also can be a bit keen to impose his will, a bit aggressive, a bit aggro.
Yeah, I remember BBU.
Yeah, it's very BBU. And in the last couple of races, Sonny and Zydox have been a pairing, and it's looked really good when they've raced together. But
maybe Zydox should have started earlier on in the season then. Could have been a freeway battle if he's got this kind of pace.
I can see it happening, and should we resolve enough Cody's experience to get into Season 6, I can see him making a real challenge long term.
Yeah. Here we got Travis here. I wonder what time he's on for. He's got to be on for a good time. He's following it. He's got it right. This car heavy to get, though. Walk out of his way, though. Chris is going to move out of the way. Yes, he is.
Jesus.
What, second? That's... Okay. I don't know if Travis is on outlap or not. We're about to see.
He's live.
Okay, that would have definitely hampered him.
All right, nice time. 136.6. Yeah, I was heart in mouth moment when Crispy was nearby. I've seen
that there. When Crispy blocked him off, he couldn't come back over to the left hand side. Crispy's out. Oh my god!
Oh.
I've just seen that.
Oh, I did not catch that at all. Was that poetic justice? Right there?
That's what happens when you block people, apparently. Shit. Because Travis couldn't get back onto the racing line. He should have just stopped himself. That costed Travis a lot of time. Jesus, Crispy. That's unlucky for Crispy though, because I know he's got the pace.
Yeah,
he's definitely going to be out of position now because he's got pace.
Crispy is totally the Mr. Sunday kind of driver. He's not blistering at qualifying. He doesn't normally get like pole position, but he's normally in the fight for like P4, P5. And he's been on the podium 6 times, just consistently getting points. Glenn's probably the closest driver that you'll have raced alongside that's the similar mold. Doesn't like...
Oh yeah, the quality.
Yeah.
Quality drivers, I love him.
He's not even the quali driver though. He just sort of falls off a bit in quali. He's alright. He's not like... He doesn't set the world on fire, but then he does alright in the race. Crispy actually is really good at tyre strategies. You know that?
He's like a better version of Glenn. Okay.
Yeah, better version of Glenn. Yeah, great description.
He's Glenn with a bit more substance, yeah.
Glenn with substance, strategy, more points.
Finishing product engine. Just the overall complete driver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi,
Yeah, let's take a look at Blood to Bleed, or Franklin as we know him here in VL and also in Shiny Land. He's going to come around the last couple corners. He's on his medium tyres. They're fresh from what the display is telling me. And he's not quite hit that last apex perfectly, but he is 0.3 up. And that's going to get him closer to Shadow Hopper and ahead of Glenn, P7. 3 minutes to go here in Q2.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I think I've figured out my commentating style. Like, I'm just walking, I'm just pacing around my room with my phone.
Wait, really? You're actually walking around the room?
Yeah, like this is helping me focus, honestly. Because I got Netflix on, innit? And I don't want to be sitting down getting absorbed into my show when I got a show right in front of me, which is the VL Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
But the real tech is, like, when things get exciting on screen, do you, like, hold your hand up and do you crane your neck into your phone? Like, when you're running around?
Yeah, I kind of, like, hold my face. It's like,
Yeah, it's like, full T-Rex moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man. There's a nice mental image for everyone out there. At least it beats what Brandon's doing right now, which is just molding his table. Yeah. He's put a giant hole in his table.
Excuse like, one of the boys on the pit wall, they didn't, didn't fit my tire on properly. Travis is retired, I guess, and he knows what he's doing. I'm guessing no one has to set any more times besides Carlos, and Carlos is gonna go on softs. How comes Charmander's out?
No, I'm actually going to look at race director here because I like looking at Charmander. He likes to retire early a lot of the time. A lot of the time, he says to me,
Carlos is gonna come out on softs, no?
Yeah, Carlos definitely. He's just invalidated that, but it's his outlap. Yeah, Carlos doesn't look like he can get to the finish line here, which means he can't start his flying lap. But yeah, Charmander has been saved by the bell here. The reason he's retired, by the way, I spoke to him after the Baku race because I said he retired really early and it was a bad tactical decision, but it paid off. And he said, I don't, basically, Cradden, I didn't ask +L + ratio + your mum. I only care about a strategy even if I have to start from P11. So
that's
kind of got to salute that.
P11, probably alright.
So I don't know if hards are a strategy you can pull off here, but either way, he's not forced to go onto softs. And it looks like he's going to get into Q3 as well. Nice bonus. Okay, for the first time, I'm going to have to do this because I'm not fully on board with the way they're handling the penalties at the moment. So we've got 4 drivers who have to retire in Q3. One is Blaze, which sort of isn't going to happen anyway. One is Pyro, who isn't here this weekend. The other 2 are Maka and Miffy. So Maka and Miffy, who are safely in Q3, they're going to have to hit the retire button instantly at the start. Because Maka got a faster time than Miffy in Q2. That means that Miffy retires first and goes P10 on the grid. Maka retires second and goes P9 on the grid. And that'll leave it down to 8 remaining drivers. Yeah, let's have a quick gander at the race director. Yeah, so it's got Blaze, Hodge, and Crispy, all as no time there. Hodge with the retirement, Blaze and Crispy with the DNFs. Yeah, we're not sure why it's in that order, but we take those. It sucks to be Merc, I guess.
Merc, honestly, ever since we left, I think the heydays are over with.
Yeah, I remember when it was us two, Rock and Blaze.
That lineup was incredible lineup. Like,
there were a few races where I think all 4 of us finished top 5. It was beautiful.
That Merc lineup cannot be beat, I don't think.
Yeah. For banter, I'd probably have like Kali in there, but Rock was just next level.
Yeah, it was funny with Rock. Oh my god.
I missed that guy. And another one like Flyer who's just gone off into the woodwork.
I mean, he stopped playing F1, but I feel like, we still play FIFA with him, so like he's still part of the group, still part of the family.
Yeah.
I think next game, maybe if the next game is good, I feel like a lot of people will be motivated for next game.
Yeah, Cody's have got to know how. Cody's have just got to know how bad people are rating the current game, but we said that last year, and then they still released the gaming equivalent of a pile of shit. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So Miffy's retiring. That indicates that Maka will need to do the same, and that'll leave it down to 8. So yeah, 2 Red Bulls, Trav and Charmander. We're going to have Franklin and Somther in the Williams. We're going to have Glenn in Ferrari, Cinny in Aston Martin, Whopper in Alpine, and Zydox in McLaren. 8-man showdown. Yeah, we'll see what order it puts Maka and Miffy in at the end of the session, but that's not today's battle. They'll be on row 5 anyway. Okay, one of the things I think I liked that you did in Q3, Calm, you managed to do the 3-stint strategy when it was a short enough track. Do you reckon any of our guys will be doing this on Abu Dhabi? Like 3 stints in the 12 minutes of Q3. Okay, good talk. Alright, we'll get back. It'll be mid-Netflix right now. So we've got our drivers leaving the box. Pretty much everyone on the outlap. In fact, no, we've got 3 staying in the pit for now. It's 2 staying in the pit. We've got Zydox and Shadowhopper yet to emerge. Maka and Miffy's cars are going to be there after their intentional retirement. So I want to see how the tows work here, because we've got 2 pairs of drivers here. We've got Somtha and we've got Franklin and Williams. We've got Trav and we've got Charmander and Red Bull. I want to see if they do the tow, if they come out like half a second, well, 6 or 7 car lengths apart, and see if they bring anything to the table. Great show production, so let's have a look at Franklin, who's going around. He'll be first on the track. Looking briefly back to Q2, the top time was 1:35.9 from Zydox, and scarily that was on the mediums as well. That beat the slower soft tyre times of Maka and of Shadowhopper. So Zydox really has a lot to offer. He hasn't emerged yet, so let's see what Franklin does. He's looking okay on that apex. This apex here, the entry to the hairpin and the exit from the hairpin are incredibly important. Because you've got the big straight afterwards, you want to get the best possible exit, so it's really important for your time that you get the flawless traction onto the big long straight. Okay, blistering speed at the moment. Still doesn't look like we've got any tows set up.
Sorry, I had to go AFK there, but I'm back. Has anyone... Oh, we got a yellow flag. That looks like a McLaren or what?
That's a... Yeah, that's a...
Ferrari.
Glenn following Brandon's example. We say they have a love and hate relationship. I didn't know they DNF'd in the same place either, so Glenn getting lucky that time. Still has his wing.
Is Glenn still a captain?
He is still a captain. Yeah, if I wasn't on the oversight team, which is just me and our production boy Stillbend, I might still be on Ferrari. And there we go, Franklin with a 1:36.7. Looks fairly quick. I say that, it beats every time in Q2. And then Sunny's just showed us what a real time looks like, 1:35.3. Charmander also slower. Where are you, Trav? Please save us. Trav doesn't have it. He's 3/10 off. He's going to have to go again. Something coming in at similar points to Charmander.
I'm not really surprised. Travis probably made an error somewhere along his lap. 3/10 is definitely a lot.
It's looking like that one we pointed out with Crispy. Just you have to swerve at one point. Ooh, Shadowhopper nearly losing it.
Yeah, he's on the absolute edge here. He must be on a good time. If he's pushing the car that much, let's see if he's pushed the car over its limits.
Oh, he's getting that traction.
On the exit as well, the corner, and yep, that is a decent time.
Yeah, Glenn's coming up to the end. Obviously, he had that mare earlier on.
Jesus, though, I'm guessing Travis and Sonny they've both had to practice. Well, Travis has had to practice because Sonny's practicing. So now they're both way ahead of the rest because they've got a lot more at stake to fight for. Yeah,
Trav and Sonny are really going full, like, however you want to swing it, just 2 really
Let's stay on board with
rivals.
Zydox, sorry. Let's see what he does. So,
yeah, let's do it.
Just literally from that first turn, you can tell he's using every inch of the track.
Esports mine, as you call it.
Let's see what he does into this famous chicane. He let the car run all the way over to the right. Clip that apex. Now for the hairpin, let's see what line he takes. Also going for that late apex.
Nice.
Get on the power early.
Purple sector 1.
Yep, that definitely looked like a purple sector 1. Let's see what the sector 2 is saying now. Again, another big braking zone into another chicane. Clipping that apex nicely. This apex as well, clipping it. See, in the previous games, you could completely kind of cut that corner. Like the line was cutting that corner, and he's literally taking the shortest route to this next chicane here.
I love how much he's just going off the track. Purple sector 2 as well.
He's doing everything. There you go. Perfect corner cut there.
This is scary.
Up all the track. This is a good lap. This is a very good lap.
Yeah, and even if we didn't have those purple sectors, we're seeing the apexes, we're seeing the use of the track, we're seeing how smooth it all is. At the limit, like Shadow Hopper was, but he's getting the results.
That's what I was talking about, that mid-corner, understeer in that corner. Ooh, he's cut that nicely. Hopefully that wasn't a corner cut. Ooh, that's how you meant to
That's
do
good
that.
traction. We take those. Yeah, there we go. That's huge.
That is nice. This Zydo guy, yeah, he's
different
kind of gravy. Different kind of gravy.
Yeah, built different here. He's coming in with... If he comes in with that type... Like, Sonny and Trav are a league apart from the rest of the grid anyway. Look at that gap between Trav and Som there. For Zydox to come in and just smash Sonny and Trav, he's torn that title battle wide open. He kind of did in Baku anyway. Sonny and Trav were fighting on qualifying times, and then Zydox took P1 for a while. I don't think he ended up with pole, but it just showed the guys that it's not a 2-horse race anymore.
I think Travis has obviously got a lot more pace in him. He's normally hiding it, to be fair. He can normally find so much time. Even if, I'll be honest, when you're at the top end, that 3/10 looks like a lot of time. And that is a lot of time to some where he's going to have to gain that. So I imagine it's a mistake somewhere.
Now, we've said throughout the seasons, Trav has his Angie mode, where he just goes full focus. He puts his fist down, clenches his fists around the wheel, and just pulls out the times. Recently, Trav has trained as a bus driver in London, and there's been a couple of tube strikes this week, as you must know well. So, yeah, he's had to deal with a very stressful week. That can only intensify his Angie mode. Did they hit you at all, Con? Did the tube
Yeah,
strike?
I didn't go into work.
Nice. We take those.
Yeah, I didn't go into work Tuesday and Thursday, thanks to our lovely TFL service. Thank you, guys. Honestly, keep up the amazing work.
Yes.
Don't get paid enough already.
It kind of makes sense, to be honest. They didn't go into work on Tuesday or Thursday either. It's 1 for 1. Trav on his outlap still. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to go. Probably got about 1 minute before you leave the pits. You don't want to leave it like Carlos did and leave it a bit too late.
Yeah, that's...
Wait, what's Glenn doing? He hasn't set a time yet. He's still going.
I don't know. We're about to see. I think he's on a lap right now, judging by the way he was using up all that corner, all that entry. Yeah, he's definitely on a lap.
So a quick gander. Yeah, using a lot of the right-hand side of the track there. Not quite hitting the apexes, but it's pretty fast. He's brought himself over to the left. You really want to have a smooth, plotted curve through these few corners to just hit every apex. He's got over to the right.
Curve, that's going to unsettle you, throw you out, even by a couple inches, and then you're clipping that barrier on the right-hand side there. It's all or nothing. Let's see what Glenn's done. Decent
Okay.
timing as well, but that top 3 is on a different level.
Yeah, Glenn's fighting really closely with the cars on either side, but as you say, Trav, Sonny, Zydox, just a long way off. Trav didn't fancy his outlap that time, so he went back into the box. He's been on leash now. Sonny and Zydox, I think, are also leaving the box. They're on outlaps now. Sonny is, in fact, halfway through his outlap.
I think Charmander is... We're going to have to run with Sonny after Charmander if we can. I think Charmander's on a quick one here. Sector 3, yellow flag. That must be Sonny going slow. Let's see what Charmander's on.
It's 4.
Yeah, Charmander's up there. It's Formula A, and then you got Formula A.5, which is probably Charmander, and then you just got the rest. I don't know if Charmander has the pace qualifying-wise to keep up with Travis, Sonny, and Zydox, but I feel like in the race, if he's in the DRS, he should be good. And now we're on board with Sonny. Let's see if he can match Zydox.
I'm proud of Charmander for that one, to be honest. He was sort of languishing. He had a few bad races. There's where Charmander wants to be, and there's where he was, and there was quite a gap. He's doing well to bridge that gap with that time. But yeah, Sonny is still in the Formula A category. He's got a really nice exit there, but I don't think it was as good as Zydox's when we saw that hot lap. We'll have to check the deltas as we go through. This is the point where the drivers use all of their ERS, minimum fuel, fresh set of tyres, everything on the line. Okay, nice apex. Avoids the curb, avoids that unsettle. Yeah, Glenn in the box now. He'll be done for this one. Zydox now starting his hot lap, and we'll have Trav, who had floor damage about 2 minutes ago. He's come out, he's started an out lap, and now he starts his flying lap. All three contenders.
Floor damage? How do you get floor damage?
I'm not sure. It must have been a curb of some sort. He just DM'd me and said floor damage and proceeded to box. I think he actually DM'd me while he was still on the track.
And now we've got Sonny. He's right on the edge here. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to be enough for him.
He's looking good. He just needs that Sector 3 to hold it. Timer ticks 0. This is the final lap for our drivers now. Coming through. 1:35, nearly dead. He's got
2/10 out of that lap.
He's in the driving seat.
Oh, something else.
Yeah, we've got a lot of our drivers coming down the long streets of Sector 2. Sonny is done for now. We've got 5 more drivers on a lap. Sumter is 1/10 up at the moment, although he did have a bit of a difficult time making that left-hander there. He's going to have to recover as we get into the right angles of Sector 3. Putting everything on the line here. Already hitting 2 curbs.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done. Yeah, that's not what we want to see. He's not DNF. Shadow Hopper is 2/10 up. He's just behind him. This could put him in 5th. He's looking good. And just behind him is Zydox, who is 2/10 up. This is going to be right on the line. Shadow is invalidated, but Zydox is right on the line with Sonny at the moment. He's hitting that apex perfectly. This could be good coming around the final corner. And here we go. 133, 134. And he's got it just short of 135. Is Trav anywhere close? No, he is in the box. He will finish P3. As Franklin comes round 1/10 up. Can he beat Glenn into P7? He can, and he can beat Sumter to P6. A lot of position changes coming in those last few seconds.
What a lap by Zydox to retake that from Sonny. When I saw Sonny gain 2 temps, I was like, yeah, that track evolution has done him wonders. And it's also done Zydox wonders. Look at the gap between those two. That is mad. He had to extract everything from that lap. Even with his little mistake there, now we even know he's got more in the tank. We saw that little mistake there on that exit of the final corner that had to cost him some time.
Yeah, you pointed it out when we were watching Shadow Hopper. When the driver is that close to the edge, you know they're putting in a good time when you can see them almost fail to control the car.
Yeah,
and we saw that so many times with Zydox, especially in that Sector 3. I love that feeling. I've had it many times when you're driving. When you know you're on course for maybe a good time and you're just putting 100% of your focus into the game. It must have been so powerful for those top 3 there. They all knew they could do it. Okay, we've got, I think, a minimal screenshot of results there. So we're going to pop that through to our production. And we see the Zydox does have the pole position. Sonny and Trav locked in that battle. Maka and Miffy obviously taking their penalties. They weren't involved in that final battle for Q3. I do like what Charmander was doing, but you have to give it to Shadow Hopper, who just improved massively on those last few laps. Makes the field a bit more spread out. Zydox the only one to break 135, though. All right, well, we get ready for the race. We talked a bit about your Netflix series, Calm. It was SWAT. Would you recommend it?
I would. I enjoy it personally because there's just a shit ton of episodes. I just have it on as background noise.
Oh man, is it one you do one every once in a while, or are you just binging it?
I'm just binging it at the moment.
Yeah, boy.
It's got 3 seasons and there's 20 episodes in each season, and I've just now gone to season 2. Funny enough.
Yeah, I'm in a similar point. There's a series I'm watching called The Rookie. So it's about a Los Angeles police force
Are we just all watching shit about the
we
LAPD?
are watching shit cop shows. It's like 20 episodes per season. It's got Nathan Fillion in it. So he did like Castle and Firefly. So he's like a 40-year-old who signs up as a rookie, and it's just like a slice of life police force thing. But yeah, I think we're just watching shows with a different name that are the same thing.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
watching
man.
the LAPD as well.
So yeah, there we go. It's if you've got any of those shows, probably go and watch them now. It's much better than watching this. Okay, we've got a few comments in Twitch chat, although from a while ago. Apologies for the delayed reply. Shenzhen Singh, who's the worst driver in VLF1 and why is it Whopper? Shenzhen, I think you were actually in a race and you didn't do too well, so I'm afraid that one's you, my guy. Crispy says, WTF, I just have to wait for 12 minutes now. Not used to this. Yeah, normally it's the other Merc that has to wait after bailing out of Q2. Okay, that's play him out the way. Okay, tell you what, can we get a poll in chat? I think production was talking about it earlier. I think we can do a poll with a couple options. So out of the two drivers, Travis and Sunny, who would you rather see win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix today? So at the moment, Trav is leading in the championship. He's got fewer wins than Sunny, but he's got more results. He's 15 points ahead. Would you rather see him extend his lead and convert his bus driving form into VLF1? Or would you like to see Sunny just bring out the finish line strat and then just come out with the win? Who would you rather see with the win?
Are you asking me?
Either, yeah. Who would you rather see, Calm, Trav or Sunny?
I'm gonna say Sunny because then it's gonna make the championship closer.
Okay, I think I'd rather see Trav win, but yeah, I'll go Sunny as well. I just want to see that race go closer to the end of the season.
Yeah, I just wanted to finish off on the last race, you know? Kind of like Lewis and Max. Just whoever wins that race wins it all.
Oh no, for that parallel to happen, we'd have to have a really incompetent race director. So anyway, we've got Abu Dhabi. So our teams are just getting ready for the race. They're making sure they've got the tyres that they're meant to have. Obviously, those from top 10 Q2 are going to be in there. We've got the setups. Final changes are being made. Downforce for the front wing. Differential on throttle. Not too many changes, to be honest. Looks like there's a few clouds in the sky, but I can't see any rain on the in-game display. So hopefully it stays that way. Definitely better for racing.
If there's rain, I will cry.
Yeah, it would really suck to have it come through. Okay, I think we're getting the shout that we can have a look at today's grid for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So let's talk you through who's going to be starting where on the starting line. So we've got Zydox and Sunny. They were teammates. Zydox now in McLaren colours. Got the win there in Q3. Really solid time at the end, pushing everything. We've then got Trav and Shadowhopper on the second row. Bit of a gap between them. Trav, you'd expect to be a bit higher. He'll have a chance for revenge in the race. Shadowhopper just about beating out Charmander Nerd to that fourth spot. Charmander looking really solid. I really like the trajectory Charmander is on. I love Franklin's position, though. He managed to take out Somther and Glenn in the last lap. He just got a really good improvement when he needed it most. Somther and Glenn, you could maybe argue they'd be a bit higher. They didn't really show their full potential there. I could see that they missed a few apexes. There's a few technical improvements, but especially with Glenn, I like the way they manage races. We also had Maka and Miffy, who were in Q3, both taking penalties, so couldn't drive in that final set. We had Carlos and Blaze. Carlos not quite coming out in time in Q2. Blaze obviously having a nice little early race director meeting with the wall off of turn 3. Then finally, we've got Hodge and Crispy in 13 and 14, our 7th and final row. Hodge with the penalty, not able to qualify. This will be his first taste of racing today. Crispy at the back. I don't know why. Really should be in 12th, but we take those. Merc strats. Okay, let's see if we've got any replies at the moment. Okay, so far we've got the one vote for Sunny. Let's see if we get any more. I'll see if I can do my bit in linking out the stream as well. Let's see what happens. Gotta do that advanced marketing when we're on VLF1. Who knows? Some of the people I'm linking to could be feature drivers. Definitely a couple of past drivers in there. All right, there we go. We've got the formation lap starting now. Great shout from our production team. Our team who has one name and one account and is doing things by himself. We've got a
great team.
Yeah. A team with one man doing all the work. It's basically I don't know if I'm going to go for this season's Merc with Somther or there's so many things you could apply it to. Either way, haha, Merc bad. We've got Zydox, Sunny, and Trav, top 3 at the moment. Let's take a look at the tyres, actually, because we had free choice lower down the grid. We've got Blaze, Hodge, and Crispy all on the soft set of tyres. Carlos on the mediums. So no one going for the long-term bet, no one going for the hard. I don't actually know what the best strat is here. I think I've normally done 2-stop when we've had a race here.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like the last couple of seasons with the safety car, it's always made this race a 2-stop, or most of our races 2-stops anyway. Like, have you lot been having safety cars? I guess because the grid is...
Hell yeah.
Grid? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, maybe you wouldn't expect it because people are far out, but the handling model has led to a lot more crashes, and that's led to a lot more safety cars.
Ooh. Ocean getting a bit slippery and slidey. Is he still on medium control traction, or not?
I don't even know. I can't see Hodge having gone to no traction control. I think everyone's got at least that on. We're seeing a predicted 2-stop. Here's AWS. With actually a 3-stop as a suggested backup, so...
Yeah, that's a U-type beat.
Yeah,
that's you trying to make that work for some reason. Just to make it work.
I'm actually now looking at Season 4. So Flyer won in Season 4. It was the last race of Season 4. And he won with medium, soft, 2-stop. Top 3 all had 2-stop. I made a 1-stop happen, but I was very lucky. Carlos and Sunny behind me crashed. The drivers behind did 2 and 3 stops, so definitely MasterCard, yellows and reds everywhere. Those long stints aren't really going to happen, and yeah, that's even before we think of the safety car argument.
Our drivers are slowly lining up here for not the finale of the season, surprisingly, but just the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
There we go. Who do you want to watch, Com? Who are we focusing on?
We gotta go at the start. We gotta focus on that start.
Okay, let's see the guys at the front. This is round...
Zydox, isn't it? Oh, I'll let you go.
Let's do it. So lights are coming on. This is round 16, season 5. And our drivers are already mostly on mediums at the start. McLaren pulling away on the right. Shadow looking a bit slow. Will that leave room for an Alpine further behind? Sunny definitely having the inside there. And Zydox has a really slow speed coming into turn 2. Sunny definitely meaning Zydox off the start, his former teammate. Trav slotting in behind. And we've got a yellow flag already. There's a Merc off the track. I know who it is even before I look. Brandon is going to be down by maybe a bit of damage, but certainly emotional damage, as a certain comedian might say. Charmander slotting in as P6. Sunny has definitely sort of memed Zydox at the start. He's picked into the post at the inside on turn 1.
He's just done what every driver does, go for the gap. And here we have Crispy making his way up, going on the left-hand side, the inside of Somther. I think he's going to try a double overtake move on Maka as well. Yeah, he's going to go for it, but Maka's going to close the door. And he's going to slot in behind Somther again. You got Glenn and Carlos really got that. Carlos pushing Glenn all the way off the track.
Yeah, Carlos slotting in ahead of Hodgson there. Definitely coming over to the inside as well. Somther Crispy teammates, Glenn Hodgson teammates, it really factors into it. Hodge going for the send on Carlos, but can't quite make it stick. Carlos with great speed coming into that chicane.
I think coming onto this next lap here, I think we're about to see Zydox trying to attack Sunny again. It's looking like he wants. I feel like he probably has the pace to lead out in front.
Yeah, we are going to see what we saw in qualifying. These front 3 drivers are just going to
Even though
Probably
Sonny
speed away
really
from the
starting to
rest.
open the gap now. If Sonny gets out of his DRS and Zydox is just going to fall behind, he needs to get it going.
Yeah, we don't even have DRS until the end of this next lap, so this is Sonny's chance to sort of make it happen. We've got another immobilized Merc. In fact, it's the same one. Blaze might need to go into the pits
Lord
here.
have mercy. Get that man in the pits and get him a front wing.
Yeah, Miffy already in the pits as well, so a couple of drivers already cutting their losses. We've got a bit of a train coming round in Sector 1. Maka leading out Franklin, Sumter Crispy really close as well. Hodge might have his chance on Carlos. He's coming down the inside here for turn 4, and he has made it stick on the inside.
And we've just seen Crispy attempt to move as well. I believe that was on Sumter he's just gotten past. And now he's got the other Williams ahead of him. Then we've got Glenn and Hodgson.
Oh no. But Blaze has already skidded as well. He went past the pit lane, he's got hot tyres, he's already spun first corner.
What's wrong with this man? Why is he like this? How can he tell me I'm going to take this shit serious and then he goes, nah man, it's embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed?
I'm a bit embarrassed. Like, it reminds me of when, like, you came into, was it Imola this season? And you spun a few times? And it's like, is this really that guy? It's just a bad time all around.
See, the thing is, I understand that because, you know, it's not expected, but from Brandon, I kind of expect it at this point, you know?
Yeah. If you look back and there's a Merc there, he's had a few bad times, but also he's been able to do all right in the closing stages of races. This is not a good look for him right now, though. Hodge and Glenn sort of stacking up in the train. We've got softs and mediums alike battling together. Sonny holding just over a second.
I have a question for our production team. Can we see the ERS on Sonny and the top 3? Because I want to get an idea of who's actually pushing up there. So Sonny has 87%. What about Zydox? Using his. So that's telling us that Sonny has actually got the pace. Travis as well.
Yeah, Zydox appears to be absolutely mashing the ERS compared to the other two that's fighting up top.
So if anything, Travis needs to get ahead of Zydox because Zydox is holding him up because he hasn't got that raw pace to match Sonny. And he's falling back quickly as well.
Definitely. Trav just needs to get ahead of Zydox, then put down the power. DRS coming in for Trav here. He's closing the gap to Zydox quite significantly. We'll see this as a pattern for the field.
He didn't go for it for some reason. I think he's lining him up for the second straight here. I imagine he is.
Looking further back, Maka making the move on Charmander, and the rest of the field staying solid.
We're going to see Zydox is going very, very defensive. Yeah, he's going to try. He's going to try it. Around the outside goes Travis, but Zydox blocks him off nicely.
Yeah, but solid defense.
Them two fighting is just going to, that gap to Sonny. Sonny can just chill now. Like, let his ERS, you know, build up a bit and just get ready for whenever Travis decides to launch his attack.
We've actually got a Merc train developing further back. Crispy, Sumter, Franklin, or our 3 Mercs in the middle of the pack are just sort of stacked together. We'll see if they can hold that. Hodge and Glenn, the senior Ferrari team, just behind them. Yeah, Trav really needs to keep up with Zydox, but without using too much ERS. We've got a bit of a timing stack issue at the moment. That was probably due to a host leave and rejoin, but we'll have that sorted for you shortly. Sonny is leading out Zydox still. Trav within a second. Alright, I want to see if Trav can get the really clean exit here and just get the DRS onto Zydox. Yeah, Trav is definitely going to have that delta. Zydox is keeping up that pattern. He's burning through his ERS. Sonny is careening off into the distance, 70% on his bar. Zydox using almost his entire energy here.
This is just not helping Travis. Travis should have done that move a long time ago. Here we go. We got Franklin. And what is that? Hodgson battling. Hodgson holding up the inside line. And Franklin coming right back and giving him no space to operate. He's going to get DRS go down here.
Yeah, Hodge has definitely got the outside here.
DRS. Not only that, he's got the outside and he's got softer tyres here. He can hang it. Let's see if he will. Yeah.
Not only did Hodge get the better line going in there, Franklin sort of overshot because he had Hodge in slipstream, so he really didn't get a good exit out of that. Hodge has got a clean overtake now. Well, not so much clean when you look at the first corner.
Yeah. And Matt is overtaking John, man. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Charmander sort of battling with Shadow at the start. And Maka and Charmander really making a big correction as we go towards Sector 3.
Let's stay on board with Travis here, because I think he's going to line up. He's going to have to line up a move here on Zydox, sorry.
Yeah, if not now, then definitely by the time we get to the long straight start of Sector 2.
Definitely. I think now he's just going to weigh in. I feel like this is the closest he's been. He's going to get DRS. He's going to have more ERS than him as well. He's got to use it, and he's got to get past this man.
Yeah, Sunny already with 2 seconds clean on Zydox. Trav needs to make the move if he's going to catch Sunny. But Zydox is saving his energy for this moment. Trav's going to find it difficult to get him on this first section at least.
Travis ain't using his energy either. I think they're both just holding in on it now. Travis wants to do him on the second straight. He just needs to maximize his exit though. Let's see what Zydox's exit is saying. He's good. He used up the entire track there. That had to have been a warning for him. But Travis is coming at him.
Trav's got this.
I don't think he is going to defend it. I think he's going to let him by.
Yeah, really nice move right outside. Zydox has to break. And he's got no way to go past Trav, who has the racing line now.
At that point, that's just a gentleman's agreement, and oh my god, that's very embarrassing. Yeah, that's very embarrassing. We're gonna move on from that scene.
Yeah, let's forget that one happened.
There's just a thing about being a grown-up in racing, where like sometimes you need to understand that the guy behind you may just actually be quicker than you on that day, and if he is, you need to let him by and try to use him instead of holding him up. Everyone has different races.
Yeah, Zydox has used his energy now, so it might be the case that he uses DRS, keeps it with Trav, and also gets some battery back in there. So, yeah, could be good for his strategy. Either way, he's a good 4 seconds clear of Shadow Hopper, who has the faster tyres. So it really cements that these top 3 are built of something different to the rest of the grid. Trav now with the arduous task of trying to reel in Sunny, who still maintains that 2-second gap.
Yeah, that's a mad gap, and I think Sonny's on it. So I'm curious to see what Travis's pace is going to be like, because whenever Travis does end up getting off to Sonny, Sonny is going to have his ERS saved up. Production, can we get an idea of the ERS with Travis and Sonny? Because that's going to paint the big picture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I might.
Absolutely gone.
That's all Sonny has to do now. But the thing is, though, it's like you can do this, what he's doing, but as soon as there's a safety car, you're both going to be on 100% anyway.
And so, yeah, judging by VLF1, the last few races have had quite a few safety cars. I think there were a good, I want to say 2 in Bahrain, I might be making that up. A good 3 or 4 in Russia, a couple in Baku. I'm surprised we haven't had one already, given the track record.
Look at the gap, by the way. Look at Travis. He's closing in on Sonny. He is closing in.
Yeah. Sonny, however, still has that 30% in the bank on the ERS. He's
exactly.
got 80 to Trav's 50. Sonny needs to just burn it and keep the gap going. He can't afford Trav to get into his DRS. Maka going into the box here. And Crispy's going to stay out. That might be tactical, though. He's 7 laps done on the softs. Let's see what he goes for here. This could be a 2-stop or a 3-stop strategy, so not quite going on to the final tyres yet, but he's going for the mediums. No wing change, looks planned. That's the thing with Charmander, he was getting overtaken a few times, but he was on the mediums. Everyone around him was on the softs, and as a result, he looked worse than he actually was. Whopper with an interesting situation there. He's been overtaken a few times with some damage to his car. Going really slowly re-entering the track there, but definitely doesn't want to get into the way of their field.
No front wing, it's a long day for that man. We got Crispy though, Crispy's like silently made his way up. He is on the soft. Charmander's next on his hit list here. I think he's going to do him within the next corner. I doubt Charmander's going to fight it.
Yeah, Charmander still on the mediums there. He's going to get into position. Oh, I can think of some drivers who would have sent that one.
Me personally, on the softs, I'm sending that, man.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm going to have to send that with that kind of overspeed. But he is a very smart man. I guess he sees the bigger picture.
Yeah,
he wants to take the easiest way.
Yeah, Crispy's definitely about the consistency. He's not come out with the dub yet, but he's come out with several high podiums. He's got the long term. He doesn't want to give it up for a quick battle. You can commend that, but he is going to have Charmander on this next straight here. That's pretty sure. The delta is good. Crispy's taking the corners well. Charmander just hasn't got the pace delta. The Slippy's there, and the ERS is even in Crispy's favour. Yellow flag for Carlos in Sector 1. Sorry, no, Zydox. That's actually more massive. Zydox is the wrong way. He's going to have to wait for at least 4 cars to pass him. In fact, it will be a full 8. This is going to be momentous. Will he get back onto the track in time? Looks like he's there.
So how comes he's waited that long to let everyone by, though, and not try to spin the car around instantly? That is interesting. What's happened there, though? Is that between him and Travis?
I couldn't see anything on the race director, so I think he just tried to take turn 3 very quickly.
Getting past Charmander, that's an easy move up the inside.
However you swing it, that's horrible for Zydox, and just makes it a bit more 2-horse racing at the top. Exactly,
yeah, that's a bit boring. But I think we got a 2-horse race here. I think Charmander might come back at Crispy. No, he won't.
Yeah, Charmander Crispy.
What happened to Travis, though, because Travis is... I don't know if Sonny's just decided to use his ERS now, which is why he's got a bigger gap. But now we see Glenn going up around the outside of Franklin there. Nice move by the Ferrari driver. Maybe not just a toy driver, actually using some racecraft. That's good, that's good.
3 flavours of ice cream here. We've got the Ferrari, we've got the Williams, we've got the McLaren. All look pretty close. Glenn seems to have accelerated away from them from now, but you can never rule out Abu Dhabi Sector 3 for throwing something fun.
No, and I think who is that? Carlos behind the Williams, so I think he wants next. It's his turn in the line. And there we go. We got Shadow Hopper making a move on Miffy. That was a simple one. And Brandon has retired from the race.
Yeah, that's a safety car.
Safety car. Here we go.
So that's going to be turn 3 retirement. If we take a look at the drivers, we've got the Delta there, and it will make sense for a lot of the drivers to pit. A lot of them are coming towards the end of their tyre life anyway, especially drivers like Hodgson on the softs. You've still got a good, what are we looking at, 19 laps of racing? So it might be double mediums, it might still be medium softs.
They need to swap tyres though. If you start on mediums, you need to use another tyre. That's the thing. Zardex has gone into medium, so he's going to go on medium now, then a soft at the end. I think whoever started on softs now is on a nice little strategy.
Yeah, you can sort of see where the drivers are in terms of where they've pitted. The drivers near the bottom, Somtha, Franklin, Crispy, who have all just pitted onto fresh tyres. They were fighting for positions, but they've had the earliest box, so they're going to benefit from the most from the delta of the safety car. I think Hodge is in a really good position, as you've just said, Con, with the soft tyres. Sunny, Trav, they'll mirror each other. We know that by now. Charmander won't double stack, and I think Glenn and Carlos will come in as well. Yeah, almost a mini reset of the race here.
It would have been so nice though, Zydox was in this little reset, if there was proper top 3. But I think now we're gonna see Travis and Sonny actually get a shot at each other without Zydox being like the buffer.
Yeah, it was a better dynamic in Baku when that happened, because Zydox was actually on Sonny's team, so it was more of a 2v1. But yeah, I would have liked to see more drivers up there. Still, I can't argue with Sonny and Trav, who are our Lewis and Max of this season, just going at each other in the middle of a race and extending their title fight. Sonny is trailing Trav. He's got a 15-point deficit in the World Drivers' Championship. Red Bull are absolutely taking the Constructors' Championship home. So Sonny's more on a mission. Yeah, we've got Glenn in the box as well. In fact, pretty much the entire top field in the box too. And we're going to see Charmander emerge just in front of Maka into P4. Great news for him. Somtha is going to be fighting with Hodgson under a safety car. That was close.
That was very, very close.
I think they were just trying to play the game of who was going to get onto the track first, but they were both coming out of the box, so no need. That's some pent-up aggression for a previous race, I'm sure. Franklin and Glenn also on fresh tyres. only Maka and Shadow Hopper who pitted in the last few laps, not just changing. So that's good news for Miffy, who had an issue earlier, had to take an extra stop, was trailing the pack. Safety car lets everyone get back into low deltas. Makes the track positions a lot closer, and after 2 laps means you can DRS onto the driver in front. The biggest difference here is going to be Trav being on the soft tyres to Sonny's mediums. I think Trav is going to have a better, faster stint now, but I want to say that plays into Sonny's hands because he just DRSs and then switches to softs after outlasting Trav. It's going to be fun to watch. Sonny does have to switch onto the softs. He's used 2 sets of mediums so far. So yeah, it looks like a close battle. Incidentally, we've got about 7-8 minutes left on the poll that's in Twitch chat. Just tell us who you think is going to win, Sonny and Trav. We noticed Zydox was getting a bit close to the win, so the production team told him to crash. So we've got just 2 options for the poll here. We had to make it realistic. Okay, drivers fairly stacked at the moment. Miffy's still a way off, so the safety car will ride again. Safety car will cover lap 11, which will mean there's 17 laps of racing, including lap 12. So yeah, looking very chill at the moment, just like the start of the race. Softs and mediums, the tyres of choice. Most of the field with 1 stop, Miffy with 2. Trailing at the moment. Well, the good thing about a safety car is you don't need to trail. You just go right up to the back of the car in front. Now, Calm won't have seen this, but in the last race we did in Bahrain, race director Blaze threw out a briefing just before the start and said he doesn't want to see any safety car restarts where you're sort of alongside the driver in front and just try and hit them on the line. He says you can drive to the side to try and brake, but you should try and be one behind the other as you come up to the line. I want to see if Hodge, who almost got DQ'd for not doing that, takes his lesson.
That's I mean, in real life they do it, don't they? We saw that.
Yeah.
Max doing that technique. Clearly,
what was that?
Avid player of F1 2021.
Hell yeah. What was that one where it was a track in real life where the back of the safety car field, it might have been Portimao, where they all sort of bunched up and there were like 5 or 6 collisions? Yeah. Magello is the shout from production, and I don't know either way, so let's go with that one. We've got the safety car coming in this lap, lap 11, 17 more laps of racing. Sonny and Trav on different tyres, setting up a really nice dynamic. Sonny has to switch to softs. Trav having the faster speed at the moment, but does fall off quicker. Sonny, you could argue, does have the advantage for the final stint if he can keep up with Trav. Okay, so it's all on Sonny. He has to slow down to let the safety car go in. Unless we're going to have like a Ferrari restart where he doesn't, and then your engine gets limited just as you cross the line. Everyone branching out into single file. Sonny waiting for his chance. Looking over the apex, he's still weaving with 1 corner to go. Moving over to the left, and he's gone! Then he's making the move, and he's restarting. Trav keeping very close to him. Charmander going into P3 here with Zydox being deposed. Trav and Charmander in a really nice position for Red Bull. Charmander with slightly slower pace might want to burn his ERS a bit more.
Sonny's going to be burning his ERS. That's Mako really getting the jump on Slump. A nice move by him, but I think something's going to come back at him into that chicane. I think he is.
Yeah,
Max in the line, switchback though. Found him, yep. I take that later line. Get a nice exit. Something is on the soft though.
Yeah, some for traction out that corner was huge. No DRS.
Crispy though, because I think Crispy's going to want to get ahead of Charmander because I think he thinks he can hang with the big boys here.
Crispy and Charmander were really close just before that safety car happened. They were on the same medium tyre compound. This time it's on Charmander to break that gap, to break that DRS with the softs.
Travis is going for it up the inside of Sonny. This is going to be close. Sonny's going to let him by, but he is going to get the switch back. Travis is out breaking himself.
Oh!
Travis going to do that.
I think Travis just contacted Sonny. Did you catch that as well?
Yeah, he did, but it didn't look like anything major. Sonny was just kind of taking his line at that point. Nothing too crazy. That is...
Yeah, we've seen
Travis
that.
break himself, though. That's a bit mad. This is going to be an intense battle. That was a nice little flashpoint in their championship rivalry.
Yeah, it just goes to show when you throw slipstream and a battle into a corner, the turning and braking point can just change from under you. It can really catch out even the most seasoned of drivers. We see our first 3-second time penalty going on to Somther for the Williams team.
You can't even keep it in. Can't even keep it in between the lines of fucking F1, let alone FIFA. Mad.
Whoa!
That's mad.
Something's going to be watching this later, and he's just going to get flamed out of left field. So we're going to be hitting his when you next play FIFA with him, can't hit him in the F1 skills as well.
Yeah, well, then something's going to be, I'm probably quicker than you, you know. You probably say some outrageous shit like that.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to come back next race, and then, you know.
To be fair, Somther does have 34 race victories. Wait, sorry, no, that was you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, easy to mix up. Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
Trav off a second off Sonny. Hi, Somther. And it looks like the battle's still on. Sonny staying ahead at this point is great. If you look at the tyre compound, you'd expect Trav to maybe dash off into the distance. That's not happened, but we've got DRS soon. Yeah, Trav on soft, Sonny mediums.
Okay, Travis is definitely... I don't know. There's no way that Travis shouldn't be eating into his time. I think Travis is going to have to line up and move quickly, because if I'm him, I wouldn't even try hanging behind Sonny with worn softs. That ain't no just regular midfielder.
There was a little dupe between them. I wonder if Trav's got a little bit of wing damage, like a lime green or something like that. Because he just isn't hanging with Sonny, and he is using more energy. Sonny's got the pace advantage right now. Sonny nearly a second ahead as we're about to go into DRS. Fastest lap from Sonny, 1:38.0. Yeah, massive from him. Looking further back, Crispy's now a second behind Charmander, who's blitzing on the softs. Project Ferrari now have the train in midfield, Mark Hodgson and Glenn, holding it down for the boys. Shout out to Gaben, who couldn't quite make it this race. Zydok's now chasing down Franklin. He's got a mission of his own after the safety car restart. And Zydok's, more than most drivers, is really good at managing the gap to the driver in front. He's leaving it closer than a lot of other people would. He's making it stick. He's just going to chomp through the rest of the field, I imagine, at this point. I'm surprised he hasn't done it. Yeah, the Williams drive. Okay, did he just lift off there a bit, or is he just... I don't know. That looked like he was slowing down. Is there like a DRS trick I'm missing? It must have been. He wanted DRS onto this next... Yeah, it's that DRS activation zone. Oh, and he hasn't got it. It's gone anyway. What the... Okay, that was like... Okay, doesn't matter anyway. He's got Franklin, but against some of the better drivers in the field, like Trav or Charmander Nerd, he might have to make that move a bit better. Just getting his eye in. He's now got Glenn ahead of him, 1.3 seconds. Glenn on the faster tyres, but we've already seen the pace that Zydox can bring out. He's pretty much taken that gap in half already. Yeah, Zydox is pretty much him versus, I'd say, Somther. I doubt he's going to... Well, I don't know. If his pace is on the likes of Sonny and Travis, then he might even be able to get P3 out of this again. He just needs to clear that field quickly. Like, we need to see his racecraft in full action now. Yeah, definitely siding through. We've got the foremost battle, of course, Sonny and Trav, competitors for World Drivers' Champion. Just sort of battling it out, 1 second between them. Trav hoping to get the DRS on Sonny, but with the softer tyre compound, you've got to... The expectation is that Trav would already be ahead of Sonny by now. Sonny is really winning the battle at the moment by staying ahead, almost breaking DRS, having more battery in the ERS tank, and he can still switch onto softs later on. Sonny's doing really well here, I love it. Trav, nice braking points. He's going to get another chance on the second straight. Take a look further back. Maka, Hodge, Glenn, all very close, but Zydox is now right up Glenn's tail. He's got the DRS here. He might look for an overtake. Glenn far over to the left here, looking for the inside. The closing speed is huge from Zydox. He doesn't quite have the speed delta to send it. Glenn looking like he'll be ahead for Sector 3. But again, Zydox really good with that control, just being right up, getting that maximum slipstream. Of course, leaving himself more at risk if Glenn has a slight break. Oh, Zydox almost moving to the left there, having to brake a couple more times. Glenn really holding him up at the moment, even if not intentionally. Look at that exit as well. Glenn holding him for now still. Glenn, I'm sure, will soon be at the end of his softs. He's 5 laps old on the soft compound. Looking like a 7-8 lap tyre life at best. Yellow flag, and that's going to be a McLaren at the back. Carlos is the wrong way. He's going to reorient himself very quickly. Although he's got the hot tyres, might have the wing damage, and generally speaking, it's a big L for the man in orange.
It is, but I think we're about to see a possible W from the orange car here. Let's see, Zydox is aiming a move on Glenn.
He's doing the DRS strat. He's waiting for the protection.
Yeah, here we go. He's got a nice line for the exit. Goodbye, Glenn. Quali driver. He should be done.
Look at that difference. That's huge.
Yeah, that's easy. Glenn can't even fight that, mate. It's done for.
I'm pretty sure Glenn was expecting that Zydox's move on the first straight was all Zydox could do, so he wasn't expecting that difference on the second straight. Zydox really playing the detection game there. I love it. Okay, further up, Crispy still chasing Charmander around. To be fair, Crispy has gained a bit on Charmander. We're now coming to the point where Charmander's softs are nearing the end of their effective life. So we might have to reverse the roles as we get towards the final stint for both of these drivers. But Charmander still has a 3 next to his name, so that's got to count for a lot. Trav now a second behind Sunny, and he's still on the softer tyre compound. I want to see when Trav pits next, because he will have to pit one more time. Whether he has any wing damage repairs. Because on this evidence, he's just getting left in the dust. My money's on the wing damage. Trav just about getting DRS there. And Crispy similarly on Charmander, who is adrift of Trav. Can't have his teammates support here. And Crispy is going to have the double DRS attack on the junior Red Bull driver. Further back, Project Ferrari train looking good. Zydox 4 seconds off Hodgson.
I wonder what Travis's strategy is here. I think he's just gonna. I think he'll just go as long as Sunny can go. And Crispy and Charmander are in a battle here.
Yeah, Crispy making a really late lunge onto Charmander, but not making it count. With that said, Crispy on the mediums, he's got the same advantage that Sunny has. Red Bulls might do better on the medium tyres, but they've got to pit first, and they won't have that undercut strategy.
I think it's the case of they're banking on the DRS is very, very powerful. And as long as you can stay within that second, even on worn tyres, like you can go a long time, as long as you're being dragged by the person in front. Pretty much, and I think that's what Travis is really banking on here, is having that pace on the worn tyres. I think the same with Charmander as well, but Charmander ain't got no DRS pulling him, so I think he's just banking on being quicker than Crispy.
And looking at the evidence, I'm not sure that could last to the end of the race. Crispy has got pace on him.
Exactly.
Crispy, if I take a quick look at the race director, has done 1 softs, 1 mediums, so he has got free choice. But I think he's getting to the point in about 2 or 3 laps where he switches to the softs and does it.
I think he goes for him here, but Charmander's exit is crazy. But he's out of DRS.
Yeah.
DRS is very low. He's going defensive. Crispy's going to pick the inside line. Let's see.
Charmander's got DRS now on the second straight. I think that was a late.
And he's also gone very deep into the corner. Charmander's right up his arse too, and he's going to have DRS on him. That's an easy get back move on him.
Charmander, the IQ is
that's a rookie move. That's a rookie move, man. But let's see if Crispy's going to come back at him. No, he's not.
Looks like one for another lap if nothing goes wrong for either driver. Oh, Crispy's absolutely messed up the apex there. Touching the curb a bit too much.
People think that just racing is just a simple, you drive past the guy, and it's not sometimes, you know. Sometimes you got to let that guy drive past you to get back at him.
Yeah, DRS, Slippy, so much tactical depth.
It's just, you got to be tactical with it. And
Trav's in the box.
Dipping into the hits.
Right, 10 laps to go. He's got to put on the mediums here. Hards are too slow, and softs might not last.
No, he'll go softs 10 laps. You know that.
I can see the mediums. Oh, it is mediums.
Oh, he's on medium.
Okay, when you said softs, I could see that working. We've got a few more drivers in the box as well. Somther, Maka, and Glenn, who are sort of holding down midfield. We've got Glenn coming into the box. We'll take a look. So Somther is going to have the mediums put on. Maka has got the same, and Glenn has got mediums waiting as well. Oh, so mediums, the order of the day. 10 laps to go. And
Sonny needs the pit. Sonny needs the pit.
Trav with the mother of undercuts right now. Sonny can go soft though.
Yeah, he can go softs. He can go. That's the thing though. It's like, when is Sonny gonna pit now? Like, when is he gonna decide to pit?
Yeah.
With Travis and Shadow Hopper, that's gonna be a very easy move. Yep, Shadow Hopper going defensive. I think he's just gonna let him by. Surely, no? I keep thinking Shadow Hopper's in that Red Bull in the Toro.
Yeah, I just thought that as well because he didn't really contest.
Because he's in a blue car, I'm thinking Toro Rosso.
Yeah. And yeah, Shadow Hopper has been in Red Bull a couple times, even in VLF1 and F2, as our production team has pointed out. Yeah, so not much contest there. Trav just racing his own race, Shadow racing his own race, gentlemen on the track. Sonny not only should switch to softs, but he has to, based on what you said earlier, Calm. He's only been on mediums so far. So based on what's happening, he should do it this lap. He's into the pit lane. And yeah, he's got to be going softs here. Nearly losing it on the inside pit wall, but making it happen. Charmander is on 8-lap-old softs, and it looks like he's going to go into the box as well. Crispy will be following him, so we're set for a classic double duel. Trav and Sonny up top, and Charmander and Crispy next up. Hodge staying out for now. Right, the key question here is how the drivers will re-emerge. Sonny is the big one. Trav coming around the corner. Sonny is going to get past the pit exit line soon. Trav currently having the foremost prime position, and he does keep it going onto the track here. So this is our finale. Sonny on the softer tyre compound. 9 laps to go, and Trav leading on track position for now. Hodge has P1, but I can't see him lasting 9 more laps out front. He's going to have to box. Okay, so Charmander, Crispy, Maka, all very close at the moment. Somther has that 3-second time pen still attached, so even though he's ahead of Charmander and Crispy on track, he will drop behind as things stand. Trav using up all his energy at the moment, trying to stay ahead of Sonny. And that's going to be Charmander's wheels contacting with Crispy. Both on the soft tyres, they're battling to the end here. This could be great between the two of them, Crispy, Charmander, and Sonny and Trav.
This is getting, Whoa. Wait, what tyre did Hodge start on?
So Hodge will have started on the softs and switched to mediums.
He will do it.
Is he staying out?
He will do it. He will do it. He will do it. He will
do you reckon he's doing the full 18-lapper?
He'll do it. He'll do it.
Oh, and he's just lost control there. Picked it back up.
Is he? Because he caught it. Oh god.
He's caught it. Yeah, it looked really dangerous. It was the same corner Carlos plays right now.
Yep. I already know what corner you're talking about.
Yeah. The classic. And Sonny now within 1 second of Trav. It was a Crispy Charmander battle that was billed earlier, but Maka's joined the fray on his medium tyres. Somther is probably going to get caught at this pace. And of course, ahead of all of these drivers is Hodgson. There's an argument to say he should stay out, but I think he's going to be in the box. I don't think he can afford to continue at this pace with those wobbles for another 7 laps after this one.
He just needs to understand where the tyre is going to slip. Like, in that point,
Yeah.
you need to understand that you need to take the L and lift. You can no longer do that corner flat. And Sonny is right on Travis. I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. This is going to be tight because how long did wasn't them soft start going off after 10 laps, no?
Even earlier, I think, Con, maybe after about 6 or 7. And that's going to be sort of last 2 laps. This could be good.
I feel like Sonny's got this.
I think Sonny's got this. If I had to bet, I think Sonny's got this. He's got
this.
He's got the Slippy at the moment. He's got the fast. Yeah, he's got more ERS.
Yeah.
He's got time to Slippy at the moment. Hodge, he's throwing fastest laps out like there's no tomorrow. Hodge is staying out at the moment, so he's just going to give Trav a bit of DRS just for some chuckles. But he's not going to be a real imposter here. The only thing I can see is Hodge maybe just brake checking Sonny, but apart from that, I think Sonny has this wrapped. Hodge is a brilliant kingmaker here. He's just holding both drivers up. But here comes the DRS. This could be really interesting as the 3 drivers go down the straight. Trav making a move over to the left for Sonny, and then has to dodge again for Hodge, and this could be 3 wide going into the braking zone.
I think Hodge, it's
inside. Hodge has to absolutely go out of the way here. Sonny then braking. I don't know if Sonny hit his front wing on Trav as the move came.
Let's not focus on that now. What we've got to focus on is the fact that Travis is not going to have DRS by the looks of it, and he's going to be a sitting duck for Sonny here.
Yeah, around the outside very easily. Look at that delta there. Hodge is forced to be behind both of them, and I don't see Hodge re-overtaking. He's on the older tyres, and he just doesn't have the pace of these 2 heavyweights up front. Oh, Charmander and Maka. He's got the inside line. Is he making it count? Will the switchback happen? It could be close. Charmander getting that 3rd apex in the chicane, and just about keeps it for now. Charmander on the softer tyres. Really has to get that advantage. And by what he's been doing all race, really should be sticking it to Crispy now. Somtha is off, and he's retired. It might be a safety car here. Somtha's gone off into sector 3. We wait for the announcement. It is a full safety car with 6 laps to go. Hodge is already past the pit exit.
I've passed it down to him. I've passed that blessedness down to him, because I'll be honest, that was a strategy blunder there. Sonny had... As soon as he gets out of that DRS zone, which he was clearly capable of doing with softer tyres, I think Travis would have struggled to pull him back in.
Yeah, Travis does get the chance to pull him back in. On the other hand, Sonny is going to have more fresh tyres. He's not going to have to put the full laps of racing in, so that when we resume end of lap 24, end of lap 25, he's just going to have a really good conditioned set of tyres to put down his best pace.
Does Travis even have spare softs? Does he pit?
I think he... Let's have a look. So Trav has been on 2 sets of mediums, 1 of soft. He's going to have fresh softs at some point. I don't think he did 3 stints in Q3. He's going to have softs. I don't think he does it, though. I don't think he wants to leave himself with room to overtake. Also, anyone getting Abu Dhabi flashbacks in real life? Safety car fight from the end. There's something about this is a motor race. So what we need is Trav pits onto softs, repairs his wing, assuming he's taken damage, gets back almost to the front. All the other cars between the 2 of them unlap themselves or just drive off to the side. Okay, yeah, we're going to ignore those parallels now for any Merc fans in the audience. For now, Trav is... He's been able to keep with Sonny. He's going to still be able to keep with Sonny for a few laps. Sonny still has most of the cards in his hand. He's got the softer tyres, he's got more ERS, although that's going to be equalised by the safety car. He seems to have had the rub of the green when it comes to pace as well. Hodge is going to be hopping into that there box. The problem there is he's going to drop behind 3, maybe even 5 or 6 cars as Crispy comes around. Charmander, Zydox also on soft tyres. Zydox has really advanced through this field, by the way. He was in like P11, P12 after his wing damage earlier on turn 3. He's going to be very close now to the guys up front. With Hodge's box, he actually goes into P5. I wouldn't put it past him to take even as high as P3, but Com said earlier, just based on a few overtakes, this could really be Zydox recovering. still a lot of distance for Carlos to make up. Safety car will probably struggle to come in this lap, which means we're going to have 3 laps of racing at the end of 25. Couple of drivers further down, Maka, Miffy, fresh softs, Shadow Hopper as well. But they're only going to have 3 laps to try and force advantage. Hodge as well, he's come out with the fresh soft. He's going to slot in just behind Zydox, a teammate in Glenn behind him, and 2 drivers on medium tyres that are slightly worn behind him. Hodge should have clearance, but I don't see him taking Zydox or indeed any of the drivers ahead of him. We enter Sector 3 and Carlos is still half the track behind. We'll be seeing at least 1 more lap of safety car.
What is it going to be, like a 2-lap showdown or some shit? Sorry, am I allowed to swear on this broadcast?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, fair enough. This is getting intense. And Crispy's there now, and you know that man feels like he's meant to be there too. So he ain't gonna mess around.
Yeah, this is like typical Crispy. Do sort of alright in qualifying, get closer and closer.
You know that in flop quality, get bailed out by safety cars, and then manage to be where he's probably meant to be in the race by the end. Is that what you mean?
That is the Crispy playbook. Spot on, 100%. The bailout moment. He is P3 in the championship. We've got to put some respect on his name, but he's not got any dubs. He's a podium sitter. He hasn't quite got that top step yet. If Sonny and Trav take each other out, I can see it happening.
I have a feeling those two are not going to be giving each other room. And Travis hasn't pitted, so it's just like, really and truly, this is Sonny's win. I'm going to just say, if Travis does not just he needs to get his elbows out, really and truly. Like, I don't know why he didn't pit, but it's just, man. If anything, if I'm Travis, I let Crispy go and to see what Crispy can do. Because I don't know, man.
That's actually big genius, because Trav is 7 points down to Sonny right now. If Crispy overtakes them both, he's only 3 points down. That's amazing.
The thing is that like when another driver, you know you're like on the same kind of pace, those tires are always going to make a difference. It's not like you can't make up the difference when you're going against another driver. It's always going to be the tires, and at this point, you know Sonny's got the quicker tires, and he hasn't even had to use them at full pace and take the life out of the tires. So he's got a lot of grip in them.
Yeah, Sonny's looked like the faster driver slightly. They're in the same league, but Sonny's had slightly better pace overall. Got the fastest lap overall. And yeah, tyre diff, as you say. Tyre life diff. And the only diff that's been equalised now is ERS. Sonny's going to have to restart now as the safety car will come in. End of lap 25. It is only a 3-bapper here, as our remaining 12 drivers are going to stack up into a chain. 3 of them are on mediums, Trav, Glenn, and Franklin. We've got 4 more on worn softs, and the remaining 5, that's Hodge, Maka, Miffy, Shadow, and Carlos, on the freshest of soft tyres, ready for this final 3-lap showdown. Get ready, strap yourselves in. This is where races are decided. We're with Sonny right now. So 2 turns left. Sonny's going to come around. Is he going to pick the same point as last time? He's over to the left. There he is. He's gone full on the throttle. There's the apex, and he's going to restart. Trav is fairly close behind him. He's on the mediums. He just doesn't have the traction he needs.
No, he doesn't. It's going to be a losing battle for him even, because he's got Crispy behind him. Even Crispy's got softs, and those are fresh softs, aren't they? So it's just...
Yeah. You can see Crispy already sort of going right up to the back of Trav. There won't be any DRS until the very final lap, lap 28, so Crispy's just going to rely on Slippy here. Oh, he's going to take a really nice apex here. I think he might do Trav, if not on this straight, on the next one.
I think he does him on the next straight here, because just wait for the next traction zone, innit? He's got the better tyres there. He just needs to wait for that next big traction event.
Yeah, further back, Maka's trying to do Franklin on the inside. diving into that first corner.
I think that's an easy move for Maka, but frankly, he's held it nicely around the outside, but he's overshot it. Can he come back on him? He can, but they're just going to clip.
Oh, and he sent Miffy off the way as well. Both of them are going to be... Yeah, there's a 5-second pen for Miffy as well. That's unjustified. But it's not great for those two drivers. Meanwhile, back towards the front, Charmander and Zydox making very close contact with each other. That's against COVID rules. Hodgson is right up there by Zydox as well. Some really good drivers battling with each other.
I think, oh my god, Hodgson's going to go for it here, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to go for it because he's a mad lad, but Zydox covers that off because no way am I ever letting Hodgson overtake me in second 3. That is a violation.
Yeah, Hodge doesn't get to do that. That's official.
No, you really don't. That's around there now.
Oh, Zydox picking up a 3. That's absolutely huge. He cut that corner, and he's going to... Hodgson didn't have to overtake him.
Yep.
Zydox put himself behind Hodgson already. That sucks. But yeah, Hodge is still going to try and go for it on these straights here. Further at the front, Trav is more than a second behind Sunny. It looks wrapped. It is Sunny's win to lose at the stage.
Kristen's lost all of his time, though. What's he done? Jesus.
Yellow flag there, as it looks like an Alpine is spun. It's Shadow Hopper, and he's going to be out of the running for now. Maka close behind Glenn. The Project Ferrari train is real, and the closer they get to Zydox, the more chance they have of taking him. Oh no, Shadow Hopper with the 10-second penalty, but he's way at the back anyway. Hodge going for Zydox. He's on the inside at the end of the first straight here. Both on the soft tyres. Look at the braking point. No DRS to think of. It's all about the slipstream at this stage. Zydox, you could argue, pushing out Hodgson there, going for a really nice inside line. But Hodge is able to get his car out in front, gets the track position. No DRS, so it's just slipstream at work here. Hodge is on the inside. Zydox is going to have to do some interesting braking here to make it happen. Look for that second apex. Hodge is going to cut him off, and Zydox has spun. He's absolutely messed up the Ferrari boys behind him, and Carlos has dodged him as well. No collisions, but that's
it was always going to happen. It was always going to happen.
Zydox brought victory from the jaws of defeat and then jumped right in the jaws again. Trav is now less than a second behind Sunny.
Whoa. Trav somehow managed to wrap back in Sunny. Sonny's tyres dying. Let's see Sonny's ERS takes here.
43% to Trav's 29.
Oh,
yeah, DRS.
DRS now, this is going to be close. This is going to be close, but Sonny's got a lot of ERS in the tank. Travis just needs to keep it within 1 second, and he might have the chance in sector 3.
Yeah, Trav likely having both straights to make the move, but Sunny having really good traction there. Trav's turning points have to be really good here as we see penalties further towards the back. Focus on this championship battle, however. Sunny and Trav within a second as they get to that DRS detection zone, which means Trav is going to have the DRS on these two straights. He doesn't have as much energy in his battery, but that doesn't matter. He's got the slipstream, he's got the DRS. He's going to absolutely lay into this delta.
He's closing. He needs to... I don't know if he's close enough for that second straight. He needs to get the perfect exit, but he is right up on his bumper. Sonny, that wasn't the greatest exit from him, though. Let's see if he's got enough ERS in that tank to defend. I think he does.
Yeah, Trav's going to have to try absolutely bookie stuff if he gets ahead of Sunny now. Most likely Sunny has this wrapped, but there's still a few turns to go. You can never call things early here in VL F1. Sunny getting really close to the right there. A couple of really nice turns from him. About 6 turns to go to the finish line here. This is the final lap. No more DRS to consider. Sunny with a 0.4 second lead on Trav. No penalties either way. They can't pick one up now. That would be catastrophic. Sunny going round to the left. He's looking good. He's going right to the wall. He's not picked up the damage. He needs 2 more clean turns to make it happen. He's going across to the left, over to the right, and that is going to be Sunny on the home straight, taking the big dub, swerves back round, and that is going to be 25 points to that man in the Aston Martin colours.
What a race. What a race by Sunny there.
Hodge, Maka, Glenn, Project Ferrari train, working as intended. Zydox could have been P3 if more things had gone his way, but he was the architect of his own downfall there. He caused, arguably, both incidents. Just a little bit of too close racing, and he's down in P9. Classic BBU right there. Miffy outside the points, and Franklin is going to bring home the action. P12, but he's finishing on the track. Somper and Blaze for Project Mercedes. Not doing that today. Here's is worth saying at this point, the poll was massively in favour of Travis to win, 96%. Sonny's managed to outdo the poll, so yeah, take that, poll people, is all I'm going to say there. Crispy taking the driver of the day. He really did what he normally does after quali and just consistently drives up the field. Sonny in fine boxing emote mode. And that's going to typify his closing of the gap, the tightening of the vice to Travis at the top of the World Drivers' Championship VLF1 Season 5. It was 15 points before the race. I believe Sonny also had the fastest lap, so he's going to cut that down to 7 with 11 races to go. So the championship battle is extended. Anyone who wanted the race to extend to get closer is going to get their wish. It looked very spicy. So we're going to get those results. Sonny, Trav, and Crispy getting the podium. Charmander, Hodgson. Hodgson making a really nice recovery drive. Charmander getting up there. You'll love to see it. Maka, Glenn, following the Project Ferrari train. If only Gaben could have been there. McLaren slotting in for the lower points. Kolos finishing ahead of Zydox. And Shadow taking that single solitary punto, with Franklin, Miffy, Somtha, and Blaze missing out.
Wow, that was a good race. That motivated me even. Might even re-download the game, maybe. I lied. The game's trash. Fix it. I'm joking.
Psych, you thought.
I
think you just double psych there. Is there anything that would want to make you come back to the game with that, or?
No, not really, but I'm just going to come back because it's the 100th Grand Prix. I think I'll try and come back. But let's talk about the race, though. I think the race, in general, that was a good race. I think I would have loved to have seen Zydox in the position he was meant to be in, because if he was there for that last safety car restart, it would have been tense, I feel like.
Yeah, Zydox was, for so much of like quali in the first part of the race, looked like he would totally enter into the battle. I mean, he got pole, totally enter into the battle of Sonny Trav. But he lost it and then fought his way back up and then lost it at the end. So
that's the thing, that we needed him. Like, Crispy tried to be our Zydox and he couldn't do it for us. He couldn't do it for us.
We didn't have, no one else had the pace that Zydox had. Like, Zydox was actually the guy who put down the second fastest lap. We just didn't see him up there because he been-hollered it twice. Crispy, Charmander, Hodge were close, but they were in Formula A plus or Formula B by the earlier definition. They're going to get points. They're going to get more points than Zydox. But given that Zydox has only raced in, 3-4 races, he's one to watch out for as we go into the closing straight. If you had to predict, Com, Sonny or Trav for the season?
I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to jump on F1 right now and see what Silverstone's saying.
Okay, we love it.
I just want to take some points away from people. So I don't know. I feel like I'm going to go with Travis. I feel like Travis just made a very rare like strategy error where like he doesn't pit for softs, where like everyone pits for softs there. Even though it would have, like, if you give Travis like 4 more laps, yeah, and he would have had Sonny, because them softs were starting to die. We could see, even with Sonny having like 43% ERS, they were starting to go and he was catching. But I don't know. I'm gonna go with Travis though for the season.
I can see it. It's so compelling as well. They're so evenly matched. Trav has raced more times. He's definitely got the experience. He knows more about the game. But Sonny has put in the hours, and he's got a higher average points to race ratio. So I really love how close these guys are. I hope it's a good battle, and I hope it gets really interesting towards the end. Calm, it's been fantastic to cast with you, mate. I will look forward to seeing you next, either on FIFA or back here, or hopefully commentating on your driving. Before we close off, have you got a message for anyone watching the stream or anyone in particular?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with my amazing team, amazing casting team. Our amazing production team as well. Great bunch of guys. I don't know. Hopefully the next game is better. Hopefully the next season is better, because I want to come back. And I did talk to Brandon about possibly returning to Merc, so.
Oh man,
Trav's gonna make Merc great again. That's what I'm gonna end it on.
Trav and Glenn having kittens right now. They don't want to see that. So yeah, anyway, next week is going to be the 100th Grand Prix. I'm going to ignore mathematically. It's actually the 102nd one. It's just when we can get all the celebration in place. Hopefully we're going to just have some stats. we'll see what we can get for it. But as a celebration, it's going to be at Silverstone, which is normally one of the best tracks for entertainment and for close racing. And yeah, it's great that VL will have got that far. Technically already has, but we're just celebrating it then. Have a great rest of Sunday night. Have a good week ahead, and we'll catch you this time next week in Silverstone. Thank you all.
Whispers falling silently drift on the wind, but I hear you on a journey. Now a memory fading from sight, but I've seen you unbroken promises we made so long ago. You're still here, unspoken, requiem for a river of tears, flowing, winding toward eternal sea, and yet our hope remains, guiding, lighting the way. No time for mourning rises on a land reborn from the ashes. Neath the heavens to sunset, blood-red skies tranquil after the storm. Blessed shadow turning, wending, always night follows day. The sun will shine again. Walk on, never look back. Through you we live tales of loss and whispers falling silently drift on the wind, but I hear you on a journey. Now a memory fading from sight, but I've seen you unbroken promises we